Good day everyone. Today we're excited to present our analysis on new market penetration strategy for AirAsia in Vietnam. As we know, AirAsia has revolutionized air travel in Southeast Asia since its inception 1993, guided by its mission, now everyone can fly. The company has become leading low-cost carrier, making air travel accessible to millions. Vietnam, with becoming a tourism industry, rising middle class, and government infrastructure investment, represent a significant opportunity for AirAsia by leveraging strategies like manufacturing and licensing, joint venture, franchising, and turnkey projects. AirAsia can establish competitive edge and tap into Vietnam's traveling aviation market. Our presentation will explore the strategies, the opportunity they bring, and associated risks to identify the best path forward AirAsia's expansion in Vietnam. Thank you.
Manufacturing is the process of changing raw material, component, or parts into complete product using tools, machine, and people. This process normally consists of several steps, including design, production, assembly, quality control, and distribution. Manufacturing can be classified into three types: mass production, batch production, and customer manufacturing. Licensing is the process by which one firm offers another company or individual the right to use its intellectual property, brand technology, or other proprietary asset in exchange for a fee or royalty. Licensing agreement often specify the term and condition of use, such as the scope of licensing, length, geographical restriction, and payment method. The first advantage is economic growth and stability. Vietnam economy has been expanding rapidly, making it one of the fastest growing economies in the Southeast Asia. This expansion is fueled by increased labor productivity, competitive labor price, and strategic location that allow for easy access to global market. The second advantage is strategic location. Vietnam's proximity to major economies such as China, Japan, and Singapore, combined with the active participation in regional trade agreements that increase its attraction for international trade and logistics. For instance, AirAsia can use this location to increase its market presence in Asia by adding more international flights and routes. The third advantage is competitive labor costs. Vietnam has one of Asia's most economical labor force with competitive minimum wage and a massive low-cost labor market. AirAsia can sustain reduced operating costs because to the nation competitive minimum wage and expanding worker force. The first advantage is stability in politics. Vietnam governmental stability guarantees a business-friendly atmosphere. Vietnam's stable governmental structure creates a favorable climate for business. The first risk is risk associated with regulation and compliance. For international investors, Vietnam regulatory landscape can be complicated and difficult. For example, the business has to follow Vietnam aviation law, which can be very different from Malaysia. Legal issue, operation delay, and fine may be raised from non-compliance. The second risk is protection of intellectual property. Vietnam laws protecting intellectual property are still being developed. For example, there have been instances of corporate name infringement in Vietnam, where local business mislead customers by using names that are similar to well-known multifunctional companies. The third risk is very related to language and culture. Language and cultural boundaries can cause problems in daily operation, business discussion, and communication. For example, AirAsia may need to modify its marketing strategy to accommodate local customer behavior and cultural preference. The last risk is risk related to currency and exchange rate. Variation in the value of the Vietnamese dong relative to other major currency may have an effect on the financial result of international business operating in Vietnam. For example, in order to accommodate local cultural preference and consumer behavior, AirAsia may need to modify its marketing technique.
Next is a turnkey project. A turnkey project is a business model in which a company assumes complete responsibility for the design, implementation, and operation of a new business or infrastructure, delivering it fully functional. Now look at the advantages of the turnkey project strategy for AirAsia Vietnam, which is first one is complete control over the operation. This level of control is critical in the airline industry where operational consistency is paramount to ensuring a positive customer experience and the overall success of the business. By directly overseeing the setup, AirAsia can ensure that all operational process from flight schedules, ticket sales and maintenance procedure to customer service and safety standard strictly to its established brand guidelines and industry best practices. For example, Asia can ensure that its fleet of aircraft is equipped and maintained according to its internal standard and safety protocol, thereby minimizing potential operational disruption. Next, faster market entry. The turnkey project strategy accelerates AirAsia's ability to enter the Vietnamese market by streamlining the entire setup process. In traditional market entry strategies, companies can often face delays when negotiating partnership, formatting joint ventures, or outsourcing various operational components. For example, in a country like Vietnam, where the aviation industry is expanding rapidly due to increasing disposable incomes, raising domestic and international tourism, and a young population eager to travel, market conditions are highly favorable. Next one is high standardization. High standardization in a turnkey project ensure that AirAsia processes technology and infrastructure align with the company's global standard, creating a consistent brand image across all markets. For instance, the design and the layout of airport offices, ticketing system, and check-in kiosks can be replicated from successful models in other countries. Next, look at the risk of turnkey project strategy for Asia Vietnam. The first one is dependency or contractors, which is turnkey project places reliance on third-party contractor to deliver a fully operational system which introduce operation risk if the contractor fail to meet expectations. Next, highly intentional investment. Turnkey project demands substantial upfront capital investment which can strain financial resources, particularly if delay or unforeseen issues arise during the project. For example, Asia may allocate the significant budget to build office spaces, set up airport facilities, and install advanced IT systems in Vietnam, all of which are expected to be operational by specific deadline. Next, last one is regulatory delays, which is Vietnam regulatory environment, which include complex produce and multiple layer of approval can slow down the timeline of a turnkey project, increasing costs and delaying the return on investment. For example, like Asia might need to secure various permits for building airport facilities, setting up office operation, or launching new flight routes. If these permits are delayed due to unclear guideline, lengthy approval process, or unexpected legal requirement, the entire project could be postponed. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will discuss the ASEAN strategy expansion into Vietnam, focusing on the opportunities, challenges, and the potential of franchising in this vibrant market. Vietnam is a prime market for ASEAN with two strategic locations, strong economic growth, and growing middle class. With 17% of the population under 40, there is rising demand of affordable travel. The Vietnam status as a regional hub for tourism and trade line with ASEAN vision to connect ASEAN countries through low-cost travel. The success of global brands like Nike and Samsung in Vietnam demonstrate the country's position as a gateway to regional and international market. For instance, Nike leveraged Vietnam's labor cost advantage, and Samsung used the country as a manufacturing and export hub. The ASEAN can take similar approach, positioning Vietnam as a base for affordable international flights, boosting both tourism and regional connectivity. However, these expansions come with the challenges. Financial risks include the significant upfront costs for infrastructure and the potential strain on resources. Additionally, culture and communication barriers such as language differences and unfair business customs may complete negotiation and customer service. Competition from the established local airlines like Vietjet Air and Bamboo Airways always poses a significant challenge. Maintaining a ASEAN low-cost model while adhering to Vietnam aviation regulation will require innovative strategy and strict operation control. One effective approach is franchising, which allows ASEAN to collaborate with the local partners. This reduces financial and operation burdens, accelerate market entry, and provide access to local market insights. For example, by franchising its proven low-cost carrier model and tailoring to Vietnam preferences, ASEAN can offer travel packages, in-flight services, and promotion that resonate with the local consumers. The success of franchises like KFC and McDonald's in Vietnam highlight the position of this model. Franchising non-core services such as in-flight entertainment and ground operation can further reduce costs while maintaining brand standards. Additionally, digital platforms like ASEAN Super App can be franchised, enabling seamless travel experience and tapping into Vietnam's growing digital economy.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Nafisha. Today, I will be sharing on analysis of advantage and risk of AirAsia with Vietnam under the strategy of joint venture. Let me just share on several key factors of AirAsia background success. Firstly, brand strength, where their powerful brand identifier has changed the public impression on air travel from one on high cost to affordable price. Secondly, cost leadership, when AirAsia provide competitive pricing through the use of secondary airports and maintains price control. Thirdly, innovative marketing. AirAsia has highly obtained demand by using online booking methods and promotions. In addition, to make flying more economical, this strategy influenced Malaysia to choose flying over other kinds of transportation. Now, I will be talking about joint venture. A joint venture is a partnership where two or more companies collaborate on a specific project while maintaining their individual identities. Their objective is to form just a specific goal with clear term in contract. The collaboration between both companies is to share expertise and resources to achieve the benefit. For the risk sharing, partnership helps reduce the financial risk involved in entering into new markets. Furthermore, the advantage of AirAsia joint venture in Vietnam. By creating a joint venture in Vietnam has a number of benefits. First one, access to local markets, where AirAsia can tap into Vietnam's growing airlines industry and make use of local network. Secondly is share risk and cost by collaborating with a local partner to reduce financial costs and operational risk. Thirdly, local expertise with having a Vietnamese partner that offer knowledge of culture, factors and legal needs. Fourthly, government incentive for international investment in airlines. The Vietnamese government provide few advantages. Next, risk of AirAsia joint venture in Vietnam. First, competitive, where strong competition such as Vietjet could make it more difficult to enter the industry. Secondly is regulatory barrier. because it might be difficult to navigate Vietnam's complex regulatory environment. Thirdly is financial risk, where the returns on initial investment might not occur as quick as predicted. Fourthly, culture difference will occur in operational costs from corporate culture errors. In conclusion, even though the joint venture offers AirAsia a lot of prospect in Vietnam, it is important to carefully consider the risks involved, where AirAsia can set itself up for long-term success in South Asia by changing airline industry by overcoming regulatory obstacles, understanding local market motion, and developing strong relationship.
Manufacturing and licensing strategic recommendation. Manufacturing and licensing can be a very strategic choice for companies trying to expand into international markets with minimum financial risk. In this model, a company brands a local partner right to manufacture, distribute, and sells its product within a specific geographic area, often in exchange for royalty payments, licensing fees, or a share of profits. This allows the company to quickly enter new markets without having invested heavily in building manufacturing facilities or establishing local operations. Joint venture recommendation. The joint venture is considered one of the most effective ways to enter new markets, assuming the situation in which a company is targeted to have an influential, sustainable presence with a low level of risk and taking every possible local advantage. Here, the company shares resources, responsibility, and profits with local participants. Both can meld their strong suits together to create mutual benefits and better their overall chances for success within a target market. Import and export recommendation. It is recommended that AirAsia develop an overall plan for imports and export in Vietnam, considering the country's favorable trade environment, strategic geographical location, and its integration into global trade networks. This is well reflected by the proactive involvement of Vietnam in a series of FTA initiatives, including but not limited to AFTA, CPTPP, and RCEP. All of this has created a wide door and window for AirAsia to cut the costs and make the smooth operation of its business with the assurance of high efficiency, focusing on its contribution in the form of job creation, tourism growth, and overall regional connectivity development. AirAsia will be viewed by the government and private enterprise of Vietnam as a reliable partner. Franchising in Vietnam recommendation. Franchising presents Asia with a very unique opportunity to expand its presence in Vietnam. One of the most promising markets is Southeast Asia, with a growing middle class, urbanization, and rapid GDP growth. Vietnam presents the perfect destination for such a franchising model that balances scalability with minimized operational risk. Through franchising, AirAsia can reduce the significant capital investment and operational complexities associated with direct market entry. The partnership will also offer to AirAsia its franchise partners market knowledge, well-established networks, and deep consumer behavior insight, which are especially crucial for the penetration of a rapidly growing market like Vietnam. Turnkey project recommendation. The Turnkey project strategy presents AirAsia with a solid and effective method of entering the rapidly developing aviation market in Vietnam by capitalizing on the country's economic growth, increase in middle-class people, and strategic location within Southeast Asia. In this model, AirAsia can retain complete control over all aspects of its market entry, from infrastructure development to operationalization, ensuring that its global standards of quality, safety, and customer service are maintained.
In conclusion, Vietnam presents immense potential for AirAsia growth, driven by economic expansion, increasing tourism, and strategic location in Southeast Asia. Each market entry strategy will explore whether through joint venture, licensing, or franchising offer unique benefits and challenge. After I throw out the analysis, we recommend a combined approach, leveraging franchising to minimize cost while maintaining local expertise, and adopting a turnkey model to ensure operational consistency and rapid market entry. By balancing these strategies with risk management plans, AirAsia can secure a strong foothold in Vietnam aviation industry. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.